Hello and welcome back to another TF2 commentary. Today we're going to be looking at the basics of trading in TF2. A lot of people don't really venture into this. They sort of stay in their pubs, in their competitive servers, wherever they want to play really. But there's another side of TF2 which a lot of people miss. It took me a while before I really discovered it, to be honest. I got about 200 hours or so and I realised, oh, there's all these servers where loads of people are trading items. But yeah, today we'll look into trading and the absolute basics of all that. Now, the place where most people start is you'll be playing TF2, in your pubs, just having a little game, and you'll suddenly get a weapon drop. Now, weapons drop, once every few hours or so, but you'll quite often get these, and what you can do with these is you can craft them into scrap metal. It takes two weapons from the same class, so it says two weapons, says two flamethrowers for the pyro, so class specific weapons is what I mean, basically. So you need two of those, craft those together, and you get one scrap metal. Now, you can then craft 3 scrap metal into 1 reclaimed metal. You can then, once you have 3 reclaimed metal, you can craft these into a refined metal, which is probably one of the main currencies in TF2. So essentially that'll take 9 scrap to make one refined, and 3 reclaimed to make 1 refined. It can take a lot of getting around. It takes a lot to get your head around it, especially when you're dealing with bigger currencies, bigger items, which cost a lot more. But essentially you sort of stick to 0.33 is a reclaimed and 0.11 is 1 scrap technically. So when people ask for 0.33 pure, what they mean is 1 reclaimed metal. And the place people usually start off with is scrap banking or weapon banking. Essentially you use 1 scrap metal which is crafted with 2 weapons. You use the scrap, you turn them into 2 normal weapons, unique weapons, and then you go to trade servers and you try to sell those weapons each for 1 scrap each, which obviously means you're doubling your profit. You go from 1 scrap with 2 weapons to 2 scrap from selling those 2 weapons, and you can quickly make a refined doing this, but it takes a long while. It takes a lot of effort. Not a lot of people are really willing to spend 1 scrap on 1 normal unique weapon because they're not really worth anything. So the way that most people usually get their weapons is they go to a website called scrap.tf. This is sort of an automated kind of trading bot server thing, whatever you want to call it. Essentially you go on there, you can choose any weapons you like, buy them with your scrap, or you can sell your weapons for scrap, and obviously you can't make any profit on this. This is just a straight up one-to-one trading bot, but it's an easy, really easy way to turn your scrap into weapons. And you can also sell your hats on there. You'll sell them slightly less for what they're worth on backpack.tf, but it's an easy and incredibly quick way to get some easy metal. This is essentially the same concept as crafting your 2 weapons in a scrap, but this way you can use whatever weapons you have. They don't have to be class specific like they do in crafting. You can just use any 2 unique weapons you have, craft them straight into scrap metal. Weapon banking can be a good way to start your journey into trading on TF2. Certainly where I started, and I know it's certainly a place where a lot of other people started. But you can only really go so far. Where you really want to be is at hat banking and hat trading, where you can buy hats for what they're slightly less than what they're worth and sell them on for a little bit more. But anyway, I'll speak about that in my next episode of trading, which will be all about hat banking and anything. So make sure you tune into that, and I will see you all in the next one.